Are you doing workouts online, finding exercises you get from YouTube or wherever? You may even pulling exercises from PGA Tour players. Well, today we're going to review those top tour exercises, see if they're going to be good for your fitness program, and if you are going to do them, how to get the most out of them. What's up, golfers? I'm Josh, the Director of Coaching here at P4S Golf, where we've literally helped thousands of golfers increase their longevity in the game, whether that means increasing distance, decreasing pain, or lowering their golf scores. So today's topic is the top tour exercises. I've just pulled up some of the top tour player workouts. On my phone here, you'll see a simple YouTube search on top tour golf workouts on my screen here. And I picked a few from PGA Tour website. Sam Ryder's got one here. And what we're going to see is I like how he does, his coach is taking him through a dynamic warm-up here. So what we've got Sam doing, as you'll see, the start, he's just warming up on the treadmill, getting the blood flowing. Now he's doing some soft tissue work, which I like to see, getting the tissue primed and ready and warmed up to work out. He's going through that. He's going through all those trigger points. He's getting some thoracic mobility. He's getting some core activation here, which is all good things. Okay, one of the next exercises you're going to see him do after these kind of hip rotations is going to be what we call a clamshell type exercise right here with this band. He's pulsing his hip and opening it up pretty quickly, as you can see here. I'm just going to replay that one more time. And what you're going to see is, notice the pace at which he does this exercise, okay? So what he's working on here, and I'm going to pause it, is his hip rotation, okay? And his ability to move his hip away from his midline. So this exercise can be good to strengthen this glute medius, okay? So that part of the hip is really going to help you stabilize your hip a little bit as you load into this position. This exercise is going to help your external rotation, okay? One thing we want to note in the golf swing is that when we load into this, our hip's actually an internal rotation. If I'm standing on one leg, then my external rotators have to engage. So we do need strong hips, okay? So if we are going to do this exercise, I'm going to show you how to do it right. So from here, we want to make sure that we've got that band just above the kneecaps, side-lying position. And I've got a straight line here from my hip through my knee and shoulder. There's all a straight line. I can rest my head here. Put your hand on your hip. Make sure we're not scrunching. I'm not going to scrunch my side up. I'm keeping that side nice and long. And I can straighten this leg, and I'm driving the leg up. So when you saw Sam do this, he was driving his leg up and letting it come down. So this is okay for a warm-up, this tempo, okay, if you're doing 15 to 20 of them. But number one, I'm not hitting my end range in this in my hip, and I'm not really under tension for a long period of time. So if I'm actually trying to work on hip strength, this is not a great exercise. It's good to warm the hip area up, which is what he's doing, but make sure you don't do this as a strengthening exercise at this tempo. If you're trying to strengthen your hip, you're going to get to your end range of motion, hold it for a second, really feel a squeeze in this glute, let it come back down, and then smoothly raise it up, hold at the top for a second or two, and then come down. You can see the difference between those two. And now I really feel this glute muscle burning deep in my hip. Again, about 8 to 12 of those, and I'm really going to work that. Now, I wouldn't do 2 or 3 sets of those right before I go out and play golf. He's probably doing this as a warm-up for golf, which is fine. I'm trying to strengthen, slow, hold the tempo, and control down. So we do need strong hips. We also need mobile hips. So one of the exercises you very rarely see on tour is some internal hip rotation, which is what we need a lot of. This is what's going to help you post up onto that lead leg. We get into the 90-90 position, front knee 90 degrees, back knee 90 degrees. Lean forward a little bit without slouching. I'm nice and tall. I'm going to take this rear thigh, roll it down into the floor. You can see how my back foot comes off the floor. It's because I'm rolling my thigh down and I'm trying to feel the hip muscle here squeeze to internally rotate that left leg. So this motion here is the same motion I need to turn and post up onto my lead leg in the downswing because I'm rotating my hip into the midline and I'm rotating it in. If it's hard for you to get your foot off the floor, all you need to do is actually come down onto your elbow. So lean away from the hip, and now it's going to be much easier for you to get that range of motion. So you can progress from here up to here. All right. So that internal rotation is the same movement I'm going to need if I'm posting up on this lead leg. My pelvis is rolling here. My foot's just fixed. And in the exercise, the foot is actually moving. But this is the internal rotation of the hip, same as we did in here. So those are our 90-90 hip internal rotations there. Great alternative. Or you can do it in addition to those clamshell exercises that we saw Sam Ryder do. Next exercise. I'm going to pull out my screen again. We're looking here, Billy Horschel's tour workout. What we're going to see here is he's doing what's called a bird dog row. So he's in a really, he's putting himself in an unstable position, trying to do a one-arm row. Now, there's nothing necessarily wrong with this exercise or the way he's doing it. How many golfers would I prescribe this exercise to? 0. Maybe 1%, okay? As, you know, it's just there for variety. Most people have trouble doing a normal dumbbell row properly. It is one of the exercises I correct form on the most out of anything. And it's going to be very simple to set up. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Let's take a quick second to talk about our golf performance assessment. This assessment takes only 5 minutes, and it'll tell you exactly where you need to improve in your golf game. It's 4 quick mobility tests that every golfer needs to pass in order to have a powerful, consistent swing and play pain-free golf. But less than 1% of the 12,000 golfers plus that we've tested pass all 4 of these tests. Not passing them leads to pain, swing faults, loss of distance and speed every single year. So click the link in the description and do our 5-minute assessment to see where you need to improve the most. And for a limited time, you can also get on a call with one of our experts free of charge to go over your results and what they mean for your golf game. Click the link below and try it out. So here is the exercise he was doing. I've only got my knee and my opposite hand on here, and it's really challenging my posture because it's putting us in this, again, bird dog position where I've got one arm and one leg out and I'm rowing. So I'm on an unstable surface in the sense that I've only got 2 bases of support. Again, nothing wrong with the exercise, but most people are going to benefit more from learning how to do a row properly. This is where I have people set up 90 degrees or perpendicular to the bench, get one hand on the bench, and actually get their body weight over the arm. Most people kind of do this, and they put their weight on the back foot, which ends up rounding the back. We don't want that back rounded. We want it nice and flat. So I'm sticking my rear end out, getting my spine nice and long, and I'm getting my body weight over this hand. So I'm actually having to actively support my upper body with this grounded hand. Then the dumbbell's here. Key with the row. The pulling motion does not come from my hand, okay? I am not pulling from here. I am pulling from here. I am squeezing that to bring the dumbbell back towards my hip, not straight up, okay? We want the handle of the dumbbell parallel to your spine angle. You can see that right there. The handle of the dumbbell is going to be parallel to my spine angle, and I'm pulling it back to my hip. And I feel that right down the side of my lat muscle. You should be able to hold it at the top for a split second before you come down and not bounce it up and down. I see a lot of people just getting to here in the row and only getting a half range of motion. Your lat muscle, if you really want to squeeze it, you should be able to get that elbow up to here. That inside of the wrist is just in front of your hip. And I'm going to squeeze that elbow into my side a little bit. We want to feel that squeeze there. That's where you're going to get that real contraction down your lat. That's what makes this exercise really work and really effective. As we get to that top position, I'm squeezing back here. I'm not squeezing up here with my elbow off of my side. The elbow should not be out here. We want that lat to engage and pull, okay? That's going to allow your arms to get in towards your side here and stay connected to your body rather than out here. In the golf swing, we want the arms to work here with your body and not have them out here. You can just see, if I have that kind of posture and I'm rowing like this, I'm going to ingrain this type of pattern and this type of position where I'm tight in the upper traps. So we want better posture right through there, okay? That is the bent over dumbbell row, how to do it properly. Don't waste your time doing all these fancy variations where you're trying to get really unstable and do things, okay? Master the basics first. Brings us to our third and final exercise, okay? So here we've got Nico Echevarria's workout routine. Again, he's done his warm-up. He's doing some pressing motions. So really, really important to have that pushing strength. That push strength we found is a really big indicator of club head speed. So as you can see here, Nico is doing a chest press here. Dumbbell chest press, classic exercise. He's got good form here. He's keeping his elbows a little closer to his sides, and his shoulders are in a really, really good position. Okay, and he has a good dismount there. A couple things we want to note: position of the elbows, position of the shoulder blades, and the dismount. Okay, so again, as we go through this, you are going to see really important to have safety first. We get the dumbbells here, okay? And I'm going to start with the dumbbells on my thighs. When we come back into position, okay? Kicking the dumbbells up is much easier than me trying to lift the dumbbells from down here. This is a no-no, okay? So trying to lift them from there, you're likely going to injure a shoulder. Start here. Kick the dumbbells up over the chest as you lay back. Press the dumbbells into this position. So I'm getting those when I'm here. Before you start the press, get yourself organized. So right now, you can see my shoulder blades are shrugged up towards my ears. This is where a lot of people press from. I see it every day. Slide your shoulder blades down away from your ears. So you can see how now the dumbbells are over my lower chest. They're not up over my face. It's a chest press, not a face press. Think about that. Dumbbells should be over the lower chest. Okay, so I get my shoulder blades down away from my ears. And as I come down, my elbows are below shoulder height, just like Nico, and I press up, inhale down, drive up. You can modify the tempo. You can go a little slower on the way down if you want, but we're not trying to get really deep in here. I feel almost overstretched in my chest here. We just need to get the wrists slightly above chest height as we drive up. My feet are stable against the floor. The dismount is key here. I'm not going to chuck the dumbbells out to my sides. We don't know who's walking beside us. Okay, anything can happen there. Once I finish my last press, turn the dumbbells in towards each other. Bring one knee up at a time. Bring the dumbbells onto your knees, and you get a free ride up to the top. It's really, really simple. It's amazing how many people I see get to here, and then they just chuck the dumbbells out to the sides. Again, not great for safety for you or people around you. If you're doing a dumbbell press, another great thing to test is for your push strength is just that simple push-up, okay? Can you start from here? Chest on the floor, hands on either side of the chest, keep your body straight, press it up, come all the way down, chest touches the floor, come all the way up. A clean push-up, you should be able to knock out 10, 15 of those before you even start these dumbbell chest presses, okay? So those are really, really basic exercises, but hopefully you found some simple ways and tips to improve the quality of that exercise, because if you're putting in a lot of reps, but they're not quality reps, okay, you're missing out on engaging the right muscles, okay, and getting your posture right while we're doing those exercises. Hopefully this helped you out a lot. Give us a like, subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. One more thing. If you want any help getting coached, you don't have to spend time pulling out all these exercises, okay? We'll pull them together for you. We've got coaches that are waiting to help you improve your golf performance. The link is in the description for a free golf performance consultation if you are interested in one-on-one private coaching. We'd love to help you out. I'll see you guys soon.